Well, Teddy, Aidan O'Brien has a stranglehold in the Derby, but the headlines have been dominated, as far as the Oaks are concerned, by Henry Cecil. First of all, Aviate, how's she been since the Musadora?
She's been great. She's been very straightforward. Worked nicely yesterday. Nothing too spectacular, but she's been going nicely. She's had, touch wood, an uninterrupted preparation, so we're very happy with her.
And Timepiece also been the subject of some very positive Gallop reports. Are you perhaps surprised that she's met with defeat on her 2 starts this season?
I think that Timepiece, she does work very well. She is quite flashy. We expected her to win at Lingfield, certainly. There was no doubt about that. And I think the way the race panned out, probably they may have just done a bit too much going up the hill. It's hard to say, but I think that might have been a mitigating factor. But Henry's always had a very soft spot for her, so we're hopeful.
And are you surprised at Tom Quealy's decision to ride Aviate rather than Timepiece?
Not really. I think Aviate, she's unbeaten in only 3 starts, so she's, you know, potentially we haven't got to the bottom of her yet, I hope. And so she would be, if you were choosing, she'd probably be the straightforward choice. Timepiece, again, you know, we're running her because, you know, we hope she's got a good chance, and it's sort of hard to separate them at this stage.
And just looking at the Derby, Workforce, did he come through his prep gallop at Lingfield well?
Yeah, I think the idea was really just to give him more experience. He's only raced twice. Michael wanted to take him to Lingfield just to give him an outing. It wasn't to sort of do a spectacular piece of work, but he did a nice solid piece of work. He's still on a big learning curve. But I think that everything sort of went well, and everyone seemed to be happy. Ryan was happy with him.
And do you think he could turn Dante form around with Cape Blanque?
He's going to need to. I think a mile and a half, a bit more experience. He's a big horse, you know, so he would take a bit of getting fit like that. So I think with an extra 2 furlongs, that wouldn't be inconceivable.
And Bullet Train, how's he come out of Lingfield?
Again, he's been very straightforward. Again, he's worked nicely, but, well, say nicely, he's not a great workhorse, so you never know with him. You absolutely never know. I mean, in terms of, he's what he does on the track, but at home he does it with a sort of minimum of energy.
And of the Aidan O'Brien mob that are in there, which do you think will be the hardest one to beat?
I quite like Midas Touch. If he comes, I'd be nervous of him. I'm nervous of them all, but I think Midas Touch would be the one I'd look out for.
And of your 4, if you could just have a bet on one of them, which would you go for?
Luckily, I'm not a great punter, and if I was, I'd be a very bad one. I don't know. I think Aviate, probably.